Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Cancer in December 2019. Hello, Cancer. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. All right, Cancer, slight apologies. It's December 4th. You normally get your monthly readings before the start of the month I'm reading for, so I apologize for the little bit of lateness here, but I'm a real person with a real life, and I got real things I need to do. I'm busy. I take breaks. I need to eat. I need to sleep. I need to do all these things, yeah? So please forgive me with how late these messages are. Hopefully you're over it already, and you're just appreciating that the message is here. Thank you. Cancer, just wanted to let you know, I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, season's greetings, happy holidays, all that good stuff. If you are celebrating any or all of those festivities, which would be interesting. If you're celebrating all, please explain to me how and who you're celebrating with. But if you're celebrating any and or all of those things, I hope you have an amazing time with your friends and family. Hope you're surrounded by those who love you and those that you love back, and it's a whole festive, happy time, okay? And I don't really have like a holiday food, like a Christmas holiday food that I love so much. I guess like hot cocoa is pretty good. So if you've got that, plop some little mini marshmallows on top and drink a cup for me, okay? Cancer, I will not be going live for the collective anytime in December. I was thinking maybe I could for Christmas, but I got so much going on that I simply cannot. I just cannot. So the next time I go live for the collective will be sometime in the new year in January. So be on the lookout for that. If you're subscribed, very good. You'll see the notification come up through your feed here on YouTube. If not, go ahead and hit the subscription button. Make sure you hit the bell so you're notified when that happens. That way you can join me live and get a free reading and all that good stuff, okay? Now, on to the regular spiel. Cancer, I've shuffled off camera. That is your main spread there. I will shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all of the cards are out and they are lying face up on the table, that is when the reading begins. The timestamp is in the description box already. It's magically down there. If you want to jump ahead, also down there is all the information you need if you want to get a personal with me. It's pretty simple, but if you happen to have a question before you place an order, feel free to email me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as I can, okay? All right, Cancer, let's go. I want to see Cancer's outgun. I want to see Cancer's outcome for December 2019. December 2019 outcome for Cancer. Please show me. All right. Wow. All right, there we go. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. Cacao. She has such a 80s haircut. It's so funny. All right, guys, let's go ahead and flip everything that came face down for you. Okay. All right. And straighten stuff back up because you know a girl likes things to be orderly. Got that South Node in Capricorn. Like things to be nice and neat. All right, anyway, Cancer, let's see what's going on with you. Please show me where Cancer is in December 2019. Please show me Cancer in December 2019. Please show me. Okay, that was easy. That was easy. Why was that so easy? I don't know. Cancer, coming into December, you come in with the Hierophant in reverse. Show you this card upright so you can get used to it. Hierophant, major arcana for Taurus. Some of you might be dealing with a Taurus, but you don't have to be. And I gotta tell you, I did that reading tonight, and there was water energy in there, and it wasn't so pretty. So if you are dealing with a Taurus, for sure, go ahead and watch that. See if there's any interconnections. We'll find out, though. So Hierophant in reverse. This could be an upheaval or a revision of your personal beliefs. some of the things that you hold dear or that are pertinent to your personal morals. Yeah. This could be you having a reconsideration of maybe how you were raised. Maybe some of you were raised in the church, or maybe some of you were raised in the temple or the synagogue. It really doesn't matter. Maybe some of you weren't raised in a church and now, you're going down and you're getting baptized on Christmas Day. It really doesn't matter. But the purpose, not the purpose, but this Hierophant in reverse feels like what we thought we knew, what we thought we understood, what we thought we believed in, we might not believe in anymore, or we are open to a different way of interpreting what we were raised to believe, or what we have always kind of taken for granted as the truth, quote unquote, the truth. Yeah. In less impactful ways, or less not impactful, but less philosophical ways, this could be a revision of power in your life, or the revision of a power dynamic in your life. This could be, often the Hierophant is attributed to heads of state or figureheads within a community, or like a church, a company, public figures, religious figures, all that kind of stuff. Within a household, it's often attributed to a male figure, so a father or a grandfather. And again, with this being in reverse, I'm feeling revision, I'm feeling reconsideration, I'm feeling that we're thinking of things differently. Or if we're not thinking of, because look at what the Hierophant has. He's got that cone of light beaming from his eye, so there's a certain eyesight, so seeing things differently. If we don't necessarily believe differently, we might be perceiving them differently. So in the case of where maybe it's a person that you know, or even it could be you. In some cases, people might be seeing you differently, Cancer. It really doesn't matter. But it's this idea of maybe thinking, someone said this to me recently in a text. I guess I came to the realization that they're human after all, something like that they said to me. And I was just like, haha, that's so on point for how we have those moments. Not just you, Cancer, but everybody has those moments in life where you maybe to a certain extent idolize someone, or you revere them and respect them in such a way that you kind of look at them and think, oh, they can do no wrong. And then out of nowhere, they do something wrong and you're like, oh, you're just like everybody else. You're just like everybody else. Just as flawed, just as problematic, just as part of the struggle bus as anybody else. Okay, I got you. And not to say that you judge this person. I'm feeling with this card, for you, Cancer, it's not a lot of judgment. It's really like a realization that things are not what you always thought they were, or someone isn't what you always thought they were. I'm not sure the context yet, whether this is a deep disturbance for you, or whether this is kind of like a revelation. It's just like one of those moments, like, oh yeah, you're, again, if we think about like the head of a family, a father or a grandfather, and then they show a side of themselves, or maybe a long held secret comes out about this person, and now you're just like, oh, you're just like the rest of us, So, I don't know your life, Cancer. I don't know your story, and I'm not trying to sit here and pass judgment or give you a story that doesn't belong to you, but this feels like maybe in some cases this person really, kind of dead on with the artwork, was sort of like a saint, or like, holier than thou type, whether they exuded that on their own, they chose that kind of archetype for themselves, or whether that was the way they were perceived, and now they're not being perceived that way. Now they're not being seen that way. Now they're just a sinner like the rest of us, I'm not religious. I don't follow any of the drama within, church life, okay? Haven't been to a church in I don't know how long. So I have no idea, but it could be something like that where, we see it in TV shows, we see it in the news, where people who are members of the clergy or members of the faith, so to speak, get involved in all kinds of scandals. Maybe that's pertinent to your life. I don't want to delve into what types of scandals, because the church has a few. All right. It could be money laundering or embezzlement, and, mega churches, and what I feel is the very obvious trouble of mega churches having pastors who are mega millionaires, but whatever. It could be money, it could be sex stuff, it could be molestation stuff, it could be a lot of things. Not saying that is exactly what you're going through, what you're exactly observing, but that's what I feel. It's like that grand, topsy-turvy, 180. Yesterday, this person was a saint. They damn near walked on water. Now it's like, oh, you sink like a stone in that water. Interesting. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. So let's see what else is going on. Cancer. Oh, yes. Okay. So you or someone around you, the energy now, because of what's going on here, and this could be a declaration, right? Let me say that. This could be someone declaring themselves as something. So again, going back, it's just an archetype. I'm just using it as an example. It does not have to be exactly what you're going through. But sometimes members of the church, they have no scandal with like molestation of, young altar boys or anything like that. God forbid. But often they'll come out as, gay, right? A pastor or a reverend or whatever. They've spent, 40, 50 years serving the community. They lived up to their vows. Maybe some of them were married with children, and now they come out as gay, right? That can immediately, for lack of a better word, repulse a lot of people around this person. Whatever this person is revealing about themselves, whatever is revealed about them against their will, whatever people find out about, the realization could end up in a repulsion. And I mean that word, repulsion. Not just because of the potential of a person coming out as gay. No. Repulsion here. It's here in this Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, you see how the cup is overflowing and we can assume that the water was poured into, right? Repulsion is not just disgust. Repulsion is this, what is this? Ricocheting almost? Like moving away from, right? So the water of the cup is being poured out, is being thrown out, is being rejected from the cup. There's something about rejection, repulsion. I don't know what it is. In terms of Ace of Cups, it's often attributed to a love offer or the potential of a love opportunity, a chance at love, a date, a promise, a commitment in some instances, right? And this could be the rejection or the repulsion or the removal of that energy. No way, Jose, is kind of what this is. Like my hand keeps coming down here and then I take it away. So my gosh, is that the thing? Like, are some of you, maybe you were engaged and now there will be no wedding bells because of secrets or information that you're finding out about your potential partner? Yeah. I know I normally don't cross promote my videos, but in the Taurus reading, there was something about exes. There was something about, new commitments or transformations on Taurus's part, and the other person, possibly you, Cancer, who is now like not about that, just like not a fan, right? So it could be that you might have a Taurus who maybe when you were together, or them now, maybe they're your friend, maybe they're your cousin or your sister or something like that, and you're watching them do things with their life transform in a way that you might not approve of, and that could be what this Ace of Cups is. If you're exes, you could just basically not support them going forward in their life. You might be a bitter ex. No hate, no shade. I'm just calling what is normal. A lot of people become bitter exes, not just Cancers, plenty of people. Yeah? So this Ace of Cups is not a fruitful, bountiful, supportive love offer or energy. Just the energy of love and support and kindness is just not here. I feel that because something has been revealed, something has transpired with this Hierophant appearing in the reverse, no longer what we thought it was, no longer who we thought it was. Now we don't mess with them. Basically, I don't fuck with you no more, right? I used to be friends with you. I used to be a supporter of you. Now I can't be seen with you. Can't go out in public and say I know you. Shit like that. I can't say whether it's good or bad because I don't know the specifics. And I'm not supposed to say whether it's good or bad, actually, you know? I try my best to get away from that type of speech. But it feels like it's just... I keep saying this phrase and I hate it to death. It is what it is. I hate that phrase so much. I have my personal reasons, but I do. Anyway, so the Ace of Cups is just... It just is. Someone is no longer intrigued by, influenced by, enamored by, or I don't want to say you're not respectful of, but maybe you no longer respect this person. And again, I'm saying you. You know, if you're cross-watching, you're like, it's the Cancer that's being the jackass. It's the Cancer with the secrets. Perfect. It's them. Whoever is witnessing this Hierophant in reverse, they take their cup back. I don't want you to have my support, my love, my affection. I don't want there to be any connection between us practically. Like, this might turn into I don't even know that person. A lot of people do that. Oh, aren't you friends with? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Well, didn't you guys go to college? We barely spoke. Lies. You guys had like 5 classes out of 6 together. You know, it's like, it's something so changed in this person's character, who they identify as in some of the cases, right? Or again, like some deep secret from the past that comes out that like tarnishes this person's name and their reputation, drags it through the dirt, that now you're like, I can't be guilty by association. I gotta step away from this person. That, unfortunately, leads to the Hierophant, whoever they are, you or someone else, looking dead at, because I'm going to show you in a second, looking dead at the Ten of Wands. Look at the orientation that's down on the board. Because remember, the Hierophant has this beam of light shining from their eyes. You put them in the reverse, you put him next to this Ten of Wands, he's looking dead at it. He's looking dead at this Ten of Wands, which is a huge burden. And I mean, with this Ten of Wands... distraught and destruction, because you see also in the back, I mean, there's this impression that there's like flames going on, there's like a fire, there's buildings on either side of the card that are kind of engulfed in flames. You've got Saturn up there, so this is a karmic lesson, or there's something karmically being there's like a karmic transaction here. In some cases, this is comeuppance. This is the price you pay for the secrets you keep. This is the price you pay for the deeds that were done in your past. Something like that. Or this is what you have to lose in order to become who you truly need to be. Because this transformation or this change of whoever the Hierophant is isn't always bad. I was using those, analogies or examples of like, clergymen getting in trouble because of altar boy stuff, or, being kicked out of the community because they're gay. Those aren't necessarily the only ways that a person has changed, or the tone of it isn't always so quote unquote negative. Sometimes people change for the better and we don't respect them. Something like that. It's all from where you stand, where your perspective is, that you're going to feel it as either a positive or a negative, or they're going to feel whether it's positive or negative. Regardless of what it is, it's a burden, and it's a karmic transaction. If you want to, let's say this Hierophant character, whether it be you or someone else, wants to leave a small town and go live abroad, wants to go, build shelters in Bolivia or something like that, which is a noble cause. Some people might be like, why are you going abroad to do that? You could help your community here. And they throw shade on that shit. You're doing something charitable for another human being, but they're like, oh, well, they're not that's not here in our community. That's not here in our country. Why do you need to go X amount of thousands of miles away in order to do that? He's like, well, it's an opportunity. I want to do it, and da 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 da. And, you know, I've been studying the local languages. I've been studying the local culture, and I just want to do this thing. It's enriching for me, and I want to be helpful. Someone is like, so basically you don't care about the people here in your backyard. You don't care about your neighbors. You don't care about this and that and that. And people start to hate on you. And it's like, I'm doing a good thing. So this potential, for some cases, this potential of the change that the Hierophant has undergone, or the revelation that has come out about the Hierophant, oh, that person, oh, they think they're so cool, they're going to leave here and go help the needy in some third world country or something like that. No offense if Bolivia is not a third world country. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is the perspective that someone else has, okay? That, oh, you're just going to go and help all these other people, but you're not going to help us here at home. It's just like, I'm helping regardless. You know, what does it care what nationality someone is, you know? So that shift in perspective on the part of the Hierophant, as well as the people around the Hierophant, creates burden, or reveals the hardships ahead. Yeah, because whether it's perceived as a positive change or a negative change, it doesn't matter. There's hardship ahead, because I feel that the Hierophant character, whoever it may be, has to sort of deal with it alone, on their own. It's a change that is necessary. It's, you know, because again, the karmic due is really coming through. Like, I've never been so pulled to Saturn here. Saturn. They keep saying, like, Saturn. And I'm like, okay, Saturn. It's Saturn, right? Saturn has, or is it Jupiter? It's Jupiter that has rings. I don't fucking know. That's a shame. I'm terrible with these things, guys. So if I made a fool of myself and said Saturn, whatever. They want me to say Saturn, whether this is actually Saturn or not. But they're like, there's a karmic thing here. So I apologize if yeah, because no, it's Jupiter. The rings of Saturn. That's a thing. Whatever. There's something karmically being exchanged here. Karma is what it is. It's neither good nor bad, really. It's just us and our perception of what we feel is good or bad. But this person will face it by themselves. They'll feel very trapped by it, overwhelmed by it, attacked, abandoned, okay? It will not be pleasant. Whether that is deservingly or not, I don't know. But that's kind of what I get there. Wow, we stayed on the bottom row. I just realized that. This has all been on the bottom row. And just again, another overlap with Taurus's reading. They had a lot of energy in one row and then a separate energy in the top row. I don't know if this top row is going to be separate for you just yet, but I'm just letting you know. For those dealing with a Taurus, there's a little bit of a mirroring going on here. Now, what else is going on for you, Cancer? Let's find out. I keep forgetting to get a dang humidifier because my throat is so dry. Yeah. Wow. I just realized that. Okay. So, I think what's happening here is people are falling out, right? Whether you personally know this person, because again, the Hierophant can just be a figurehead, just could be someone that you follow on social media. You know what I mean? It could be a celebrity, you know, or, you know, it could be the Pope, for God's sakes, you know. Does the Pope have an Instagram? I don't know. But it could just be someone that you know of, but you don't know personally, and they do something that you disagree with. They might, you know, come out, again, they might come out as gay, or they might come out in support of a certain political party or political person, and you're like, oh my God, my favorite, like, actress from TV is in support of this candidate? Oh, I can't mess with her. Oh my God. That's what she believes is good for our country? Never mind. You know, it's like that. So you don't have to actually know this Hierophant person directly, just to illustrate that. And if, well, whatever, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But so there's like a, for lack of a better word, like there's a divorcing of energies from your energy and this person. Your energies are going down separate paths, okay? Why do I say that? Well, you've got the, which one? Yeah, this one, thank you. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Show this card up right. All right, so 9 of Pentacles, you know, traditionally single ladies card, independence, all that kind of stuff. And that's still here, you know. If you do have a relationship storyline here, Cancer, I don't sense that you could be partnered, but I'm not sensing a divorce as in you're getting a divorce. I feel like there's a divorce of energy. Ah, that's the karmic do. I don't know what you guys understand or believe about karma, because I think similar to many of the things that I believe about metaphysical and esoteric considerations, it's personal. Like how I say a lot on my channel, I don't want to use soulmate because I use it in a way that you or someone else may not use it, okay? That's why I try to stay away from those words unless we're talking in a personal session, yeah? Karma is very similar. I feel karma is neither good nor bad. It just is what it is, and it's often given to you or it crops up in your life to present lessons, and it presents points of growth, and it does a lot of things. Other people view karma as like you pay your dues, you're being held accountable for your actions from a previous life or actions that you have incurred, that you've that you've taken in this life, and and a lot of people view karma as a punishment. I don't view it that way. Now, my whole thing about karma, oh my god, I probably talked myself out of it in my explanation. What was I saying? Shit. I talked it right out of my head. I apologize. Karma, 9 of Pentacles. Bring it back, please, if you can. What was I saying? Divorcing. Thank you. The divorcing of energies. That's what it is. So for me, karma often goes in line with your vibration, your energies that you exude or that you project or that you emit out in the world. Yeah. So for me, I try to have good karma, create good karma so that I have positive karma come to me, or I have people with positive karma come to me, right? I am not interested in quote unquote negative or bad karma or bad juju, right? So I personally have worked on divorcing my karmic energy from certain other types. I hope that makes sense. So that's what I feel this is. This is a karmic divorce. This is getting away from certain energy sources, away from certain energy types, away from certain belief systems or people that hold certain belief systems that don't align with you. That's what this 9 of Pentacles is in reverse. Whereas here, we're very aligned and we're very copacetic and communal with other people. The 9 of Pentacles in the upright is very inviting. It's like Empress Junior, if you're familiar with the tarot. It's like the junior level of the Empress card, which is a providing energy. It's a sustaining energy. It's a very lucrative or fertile or abundant energy. Here, we become stingy. We become standoffish or unavailable. Yeah. Like I said, karmically divorced. Yeah. So you're witnessing another person, or people are witnessing you go through changes and transformations that they don't necessarily appreciate. So we step away from each other, at the very least, amicably, with no types of drama. There might be drama involved in some of your cases because not all of you, this is someone you don't know personally. In a lot of your cases, you know this person personally, or they know you and you guys have ties together. Yeah. And so that becomes a little bit more dicey of a separation, because if we're talking friends and family, that's very intimate. If we're talking lovers or husbands and wives, that's very intimate, right? And again, I'm saying energetic divorce. You could still be very close with these people, but energetically, you guys have to go your separate ways. Now, I hate to throw myself into a reading because I try not to, but right now I have to mention, I have karmically divorced at least 2 people recently. At least 2. I still know them. We see each other. if I had to speak, I would speak. But energetically, we are not on the same. We are done. Yeah. I had to do that. And I'm okay with it because I believe that. Now, karmic divorce for me is like this concept of we have had a bond karmically. We have had lessons that needed to be learned on my end. I feel I learned my lessons and I'm ready to move on. What the other people do, I don't know. That's what I feel this is. Like we've grown enough together. This relationship has sort of reached expiration point, and the types of ways or the way in which we were relating before is no longer necessary. Therefore, we are karmically, energetically divorced from each other, removed from each other. We're not strangers to one another. If, push came to shove and emergencies happened and people needed me for something, I would step in and help these people, but I'm not about that connection anymore. I hope that makes sense. So that's what this feels like with this Nine of Pentacles. What you could have shared with a person with your Nine of Pentacles in the upright Cancer, you now renege. You now remove that opportunity, or they remove it from you. Okay? No matter what, this is a positive move. I want you to know that before we get into this Nine of Wands, because Mr. Sun is the last one. Nine of Wands in reverse. Show you this, little male model from Sweden or something in the upright. So Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a defensive card. It's standing your ground. It's putting up a good fight. It's trying to hang in there. Do or die, ride or die kind of energy. Reverse, no ma'am, no sir, not happening. We're done with that. So a lot of you are kind of throwing your hands up to a situation, throwing your hands up to a person saying, you know what, no more. I'm not going to I can't be in your corner. I can't support you. I think I said that with the Ace of Cups. It's repulsed energy. It's like two magnets that, how sometimes, magnets are supposed to go together. Other times magnets repulse each other. You try and force, I forget what it's called. Past junior high, science and math became a mortal enemy of mine. But you know how sometimes you try to force magnets together and you can't, and they just like do this, like they keep like avoiding each other. They never fully connect. That's what's going on here. So where there was previously a connection, there was previous closeness, there is now no closeness. No more ride or die, no more support, no more willing to step in to defend you, step in to sing your good graces. This is, I can't roll with you because of the choices that you're making, because of the decisions that you're making, because of the behaviors that you're exuding now. You no longer have my support. I no longer can be your friend. I no longer can be your, in family relationships, we might be blood related, but I can't mess with you like that. No, I'm sorry. And again, that might sound kind of nasty. That might sound kind of cruel. I don't know why, but I'm telling you, this issue of karmic divorce is very pertinent. And I don't think I've ever really described it as a karmic divorce, but that's what I'm going to go with. Your bond with this person or their bond with you has kind of run its course. And whether you remain close in proximity, close in terms of communication, that's up to you and them. But as far as how you energetically intertwine, that has to go, or that is being released. That is the repulsion. Because that's the other thing about, to me, karma and energies and just general vibes. If you don't vibe with a person, why would you be around them? If you don't connect with a person energetically, why would you be around them? It's detrimental to you. It costs more than it adds. Yeah? So in my case, again, I'm not, without giving detail, these people were costing me energetically. They cost me. Now that they're gone, a bitch is gaining. I'm adding to my life. I'm not detracting. So that's what this is. Whether that's, again, quote unquote, good or bad, whether that's cruel or whether that's wise, I don't know. But I'm telling you, because of the last card, which is a biggin, it's for the best. Okay? The Sun card, secondary major arcana for Leo. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, but you don't have to be. This is best for everybody involved. You know, the sun is the greatest illuminator, right? It lights up our entire galaxy, right? It gives us so much. It gives us life, it gives us food, it gives us sustenance, gives us heat, gives us warmth, gives us beautiful sunny days, right? The sun does a lot. And the thing that it does the most, it allows us to see clearly, yeah? That's what's going on here. You and everybody involved. We could have been talking about you and one person in a one-on-one relationship. We could have been, again, talking about a celebrity who has millions of followers on social media, who now will be losing a few 100,000 of followers because of something they've done publicly or something that they've declared about themselves publicly, right? We all can see the situation clearly now, and we all can make informed, purposeful and helpful decisions for ourselves. Some people need that karmic divorce in order to move on with their lives. If this has been about parental relationships between mother and child, father and child, with your adult children, maybe someone here has been a helicopter mom or dad for like 30 years. Now that your child is off getting married or off living their own life, going to Bolivia, doing whatever they're doing, philanthropic endeavors, right? Now we karmically divorce from our children or our parents because we're off becoming an adult. We're off doing something that is that enriches us as a person, right? Karmic divorces are not like real divorces or how we perceive a marital divorce, okay? It's not always nasty. It's not always, a knockdown, drag down fight, and it's full of tears and heartache. No, karmic divorces can be positive. My personal karmic divorces were volatile, I will tell you that. But the aftermath for me, and for them I presume, has been great. Not a nasty karmic divorce in the long run, okay? So the Sun card, I think, is exposing the details, or it's like, Cancer, if I'm honest, I haven't felt that you have felt so poorly or so badly about what has happened. I feel as though many of you are having quiet revelations in this reading, or quiet revelations as the situation develops, and you might have been outraged at the onset of the karmic divorce, at the onset of the reveal that the Hierophant is now not who you thought they were, right? You may have been upset initially, but as time progresses, as is with most things, you're kind of over it. And now, from a more distant perspective, with more light coming in from the Sun card, you can see the bigger picture. You can see that it's all okay. Even if this person has done something heinous, even if this person has turned into a nasty person that you no longer want to associate yourself with, great. Put yourself in a healthy, safe position far away from them, karmically, energetically, even physically. Fine. That all serves you in the end, or them, or both of you. Yeah. I don't know. This has been an interesting reading. So interesting. Your outcome: Princess of Swords, aka Page of Swords. So, when it's all said and done, Cancer, someone here, maybe you, maybe them, is still very curious about the other sword. Page of Swords is a spy card. It's a card of, peeking over the bushes, listening, eavesdropping on conversations, a little bit of light, internet stalking. And I mean it I use stalking facetiously. I don't think anybody's literally stalking another person. I think that this is keeping a watchful eye, because despite it all, you might still care for this person, or they might still care for you. And so there is sort of that fidelity, or that interest in remaining in some type of contact with you. I hate to keep dragging myself into it, but I know one of my karmic divorcees keeps following up on me, And he needs to cut that out because I don't care. I wish he would stop. Now, anyway, so, and I don't mind. What I know is fine. If that makes him happy, fine. Okay? It doesn't really bother me either way. Just as an example. So you might be going through something similarly, or you might be the person who's like doing the light internet stalking, you know, checking up on their Facebook, you know, scrolling through their Instagram, you know, accidentally, oops, I liked that. Will they notice? You know, that kind of shit. Outside of the keeping tabs energy, I feel that this Princess of Swords is also determined like a messenger of truth, a determined messenger of truth, because the pages, they travel, they don't travel as fast or as often as the knights do or the princes do, but they still travel. Pages and princesses are more so messengers and people who kind of take up a cause, right? And they do it diligently, or they do it with study, with maybe not with fervor, but they have ambitious intentions. They're very, what do you call that? What's the word? Eager. There you go. We'll go with eager. So this Princess of Swords could be that type of energy for you, Cancer. You could eagerly be, like, say, in the example of this is a celebrity who comes out in support of something that you're not in support of. Let's just, you know, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but let's just say a celebrity of yours who you've been following for years and years suddenly comes out and says, like, they're a card-carrying member of the NRA, and you absolutely do not like the NRA. You're just like, no, we don't need this in our country, we don't need that, blah, blah, blah. Whatever your belief is in the NRA and all the issues with the Second Amendment and all that good stuff, right? You might now, with that Princess of Swords energy, turn into more of an activist who wants, you know, common sense gun laws. You know, you might turn into somebody who, you know, investigates the severity of the issue, da 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 da. Like, this whole karmic divorce might lead you down a path that will enhance you intellectually, or enhance your beliefs, or really refine your beliefs, your political beliefs, your, like I said here in the beginning, something about morals, or something about long held beliefs being rewritten. You get that kind of confirmed there with the outcome. Yeah, you're now inspired to become a champion or a supporter of a certain organization, just because you saw someone that you know, always idolized, who's on the opposite side, so to speak. Does that make sense? Interesting. Yeah, okay. And your overall energy is the Magician. Secondary major arcana for Virgo and Gemini, so some of you could be dealing with either of those signs, but you don't have to be. But as an overall energy, the Magician is a creator, a co-creator with the universe. Like, I have not mentioned karma much on my channel, and I've said that so much in your reading. So there could be something here where, in terms of your personal karma, Cancer, you might become, like I said, this activist over here, or somebody who's very informed on a subject, and who, you know, might turn to, you know, fundraising or something like that. Your political or moral beliefs now kind of intertwine with maybe your career or your personal endeavors, whatever you're doing, whatever transformations you're doing, whatever refinement that you're doing is a creative act. It's a co-creative act, yeah, with what you karmically, or yeah, we'll say that, what you karmically have sown for yourself, and you may not have known that. You know, again, I don't know what your understanding of karma is. It's different than mine for sure. Where for me, karma is both determined before this life and during this life. Okay, we're always dealing in it. We're always peddling in it. It's the currency of the universe, yeah? And your currency, some of you haven't known, has been put into a savings account. This karmic currency is in a savings account. And then this whole situation equals, oh, I've got karma in the bank. What am I going to do with that karma in the bank? Oh, I'm going to become a political activist? Okay. I'm going to become a champion for this organization, for this charitable organization? Cool. That's a co-creation act, or a co-creative act with the universe, with your karmic savings account, right? That you never knew was there, or that you haven't tapped into for several years because you were maybe, doing something else, not really minding it. Your magician energy comes along and says, hey, I can be an effective part of this organization, or I could be an effective member, maybe not a member, but I can be effective in creating interest or buzz about a subject, about sort of a just due cause, something like that. It is not so big in terms of political or religious or moral beliefs. I feel as though this is within social dynamics around you. Again, if you've had a helicopter parent type of life, or you've had people constantly providing for you, not to say you're spoiled, but just you've never had to, or never had reason or cause to kind of, do it on your own. You go to your karmic savings account and you're like, oh, I can do on my own. So I'm going to travel abroad. I'm going to live in a different culture, in a different country. I'm going to speak a foreign language. I'm going to do all of these things because karmically, that's what I've put away for. That's what I've been saving towards. So that now I can go and do those things and create this new reality for myself with that magician card. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right, Cancer, that is your reading for December 2019. If you liked it, you know what to do. There's a like button down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. You can subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. That would be amazing. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see when I upload to the channel. You can, of course, leave a comment below. Let me know how this resonates in your life. I love comments, guys. And if you would like to share this, you may do so. Let other people know you like my stuff, or maybe there's a message in here you want to share with your Hierophant person. Be like, hey, this is pertinent to the both of us. You can feel free to do that with the share button, okay? Cancer, once again, I'm going to be back with the mids very soon. I'm going to bring back the no communication readings. Those were very popular back in September. And I will go live for Sagittarius in December. If you have a Sagittarius that you want to eavesdrop on, go ahead and stop by when I do their reading. Otherwise, I'll see you guys for a potential live in January, okay? All right, I really appreciate you guys so much for watching the video tonight, Cancer. I really, really, really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.